Hey there, it's me, Julie Fei-Fan Balzer, and today I'm going to take you through how I put together a Project Life spread. So for me, Project Life starts digitally, and what I do is I draw out a little chart where I put out the date and I do the configuration of the page protectors I'm doing, I do my dates, and then in Photoshop I create little collages using photos and some hand-painted and drawn elements. Like you can see that little label there, that's actually like a hand-painted thing that I just scanned in and brought into Photoshop. And I have a bunch of sort of rote backgrounds and painty things like this little drip pattern that I just use all the time. And so things are sort of started for me already because I have a little bit of the hand painted stuff and then I'm ready to put it all together. And of course, I have a guideline of how to do it. So, as I mentioned, I'm using the divided page protectors. They're great, they're easy to use, and then I'm ready to get going. So the first thing I do, of course, is I drag out all my supplies. This is a great way to use up your scrapbooking stash if you have one. And then even when things are pretty decorated, I still like to add a little something. And so here I'm just making a little sticker that says Burr. And these are alphabet stickers that I buy just like at Staples or Amazon or something. They're, just vinyl stickers, but they're great for creating little embellishments. Now, sometimes the things that I've printed out go straight in completely as they are because they're fine. And sometimes I like to do a little extra embellishing. And I really have found that I am using up so much of my scrapbooking stash and other stuff just because I'm going through. You don't need to be trying to. Oh, this is my favorite pen. It's the Micro Perm. It comes in several tip widths. This is an 05. It writes on photos so well. Slick surfaces of all kinds. It's fabulous. I love it. It's the only one and it dries super fast and it doesn't smudge. Really, Micro Perm by Sakura, 2 thumbs up. So I'm just coloring my sticker with a Copic sketch marker and then adding some doodles. I do like to mix up the hand drawn and the printed, the hard and the soft and all that kind of stuff and customize everything a little bit. So here you can see what it looks like with the dots and the colored border. Just really brings out the red of the bird. Um, and then again, like the watercolor backgrounds you can see there, that's digital. I mean, it's real scanned in. And then this is the ink that I use, archival ink. It comes in lots of colors. I use mostly the black because I date everything. And you saw that I was using number stamps to do that date. A lot of my dates are done digitally, but when they're not, stamps are a go-to for me because I find that I use up too many ones and twos on my sticker sheets. And then Wordfetti is one of my favorite ways to decorate my photos. They're cute and they're little and they just give it a little extra something something, you know what I mean? So you start to lose track of like what's a digital layer and what's a real layer, and that's fun too. The other thing I should note is that my project life, listen, I'm single, I don't have kids. It's a lot just of photos of me and artwork that I've made. And, people often say like their lives are boring. I mean, it's not like these photos are of me meeting, Nelson Mandela or something. I mean, I'm in my hallway taking photos. I'm in my pajamas in my studio. I made this piece of art. And, that first photo is a screenshot from a weather app. There's another little collage with a slightly dimensional piece of flare, that little fresh circle. You have to keep it relatively flat for it to work in the pocket protectors, but you can add a tiny bit of dimension. So here you go. Here's the left side done. And again, like I said, screenshots and artwork and quotes that I like and silly photos of me and drawings and sort of random thoughts on stuff that I'm doing. So don't think that you have to have the most exciting life. But the thing that I love is this may all seem sort of boring and inconsequential now, but when I look back at my Project Life albums from like 3 or 4 years ago, it's amazing. By the way, this is a cute little touch, just a little ampersand to link those two photos together. I do like to go in multiple directions, so you'll also see that here where I'm like putting stickers and writing and all sorts of stuff in different directions. Now, I happen to be using my handwriting, as you can see. This time I often use a typewriter. It really just depends what kind of mood I'm in. I don't make any rules about what it has to look like or trying to coordinate or anything like that. I just try to play around with whatever is sort of on my desk and feels good to me in the moment. But like I was saying, like don't worry about your boring life because I look back at old Project Life albums and I'm like, wow, my daily life has changed so much. I had no idea. Or the clothes I'm wearing, or the restaurants I'm going to, or whatever it is, you can just play around with it. So that's just to show you that I'm coloring in that sticker edge again. You can see just the red gives it a little bit more of a pop. And these are some elements that, again, I hand painted and then I just printed out so that I could use them over and over again. That's sort of hybrid. Look at that. Nice little collage. It's not quite right, but I'm going to live with it. Or maybe I'm not going to live with it. I'm going to go ahead and outline it. Oh, now it's super duper fabulous. Or maybe it's not, because I have a sneaky suspicion that I'm going to keep poking it. And lo and behold, what do? That's right. I keep poking it. Now that photo collage of words and text and stuff is ready. Okay. But again, like, I'm just playing. I'm just having fun. I'm just, twisting, turning, circling, dashing. Look at these little white dots. There's no reason for them. They're just fun. They make me feel happy. So sometimes I'll do a lot after I've printed stuff out, and sometimes I'll just throw the photos in because I'm short on time. It really depends. But I love looking back and seeing all the little things about my life, what it snowed, what I was making, what I was eating, what the weather was, where I went, what I was wearing. Lots and lots of fun stuff. So if you've never tried Project Life, I hope you'll give it a try. There are so many different ways of doing it. You don't have to do it the way I do it, but I love my albums. It's a great artistic expression. It's a great memory keeping tool. Anyway, I hope that is a little key into what I do, and do visit my blog at balzerdesigns.typepad.com. I hope you have a fabulous day.